Hi girls and boys, it's Mrs. Myers here, and today I'm going to make a video for you that we are going to play every day that you are in school, so that when you get your special bags out that I'm going to talk about in a moment, you know exactly what to do with them, okay? So for every day during our morning sessions, when you finish your maths or your phonics, you are going to have a very special bag that is all yours. It is called your intervention bag. So in your intervention bag, you are going to have a tub. Your tub will either have a red lid or a yellow lid, depending on what class you're in. This tub is yours. You do not share it with anybody else. You do not give them things out of your tub. Although I know normally we say we share, on this occasion we really don't. You keep all of the things to yourself, okay, and you don't mix them up with anybody else's. You are going to decorate your bags with your name on, and you can put a picture on the front of your bag, and then you're going to keep it on your peg every day to make sure it's safe and it doesn't get mixed up with anybody else. So our bags this term are to help us develop something that we've all noticed we all need a little bit of help with, and it's this. It is our pincer grip, our fine motor skills, because we use these when we are cutting, when we are writing, when we are turning pages in a book, lots and lots of things we use our fine motor skills for. So what we thought is we would do a box of games that you can practice playing every single morning so that you can get really good at your fine motor skills, okay? Right, in your box, I'm going to get my yellow box out today, you will find lots of different resources. So the first game we have got in our box involves 2 of your pine cones. Can you find your 2 pine cones? And you should have 5 or 6 elastic bands. They're very snazzy colours today. You've got all different ones in your box there. So the aim of this is to see if you can tackle the elastic bands and make your pine cones look really pretty. You have to open your bands and then twist them round, and then to see if you can untangle them. So if you put your elastic band between your fingers, and then we are going to wrap them around the pine cone, okay? So see how many you can do. Do one at a time, don't try and do more than one. So wrap it around and then twist, and then wrap it back around it again. Put the elastic band over your fingers, open, twist, and then see if you can twist it around. Can you see how tangled mine is getting at the moment? Right, let's twist them around again. And I've got 2 more. And obviously you're going to take a lot more time than me. I'm just showing you as an example so you know what to do when you're in your independent learning, okay? Can you see how tangled my pine cone is? I could have put some on this one and some on this one to tangle them both up, but I just thought I would use one today. Right, now the tricky bit is, can you use your fingers and your fine motor skills to untangle all of the elastic bands? Can you remember what order you did them in? That's also a tricky thing, isn't it? To see which one you can get off first. Ooh, that was a tricky one. I've got 2 green ones on, so that's going to really confuse me. That's it, I've got 3 off, and I've got 3 more. So how many did we have all together? Can you remember what 3 and 3 makes? 3 and 3 more equals 6. So now I've got 4 off, which means I have 2 more left on my pine cone. Which one am I going to take off now? Right, let's take off our yellow one. That's 5 and 1 more. Can I do it? Yes, I can untangle it. So I have 5 and 1 more. I have my 6 elastic bands. Fantastic. So you can have a go at that this morning. And if you're watching from home, mums and dads, if you're out and about and you want to pick up some more pine cones, have a go at this activity at home because it's a good one. Right, also you have some string in your box. Can you see your string in your box? And it has a knot on one end. You cannot use this end to thread with. You have to go to the end that has not got a knot on. And in your box you will find I have made some really nice coloured pasta. Can you see it just there in front of me? I've made some green pasta, some pink pasta and some gold pasta with some help from my boys. They chose the colours for us. So we can make repeating patterns, we can count the pasta, we can do all sorts with it, and we're also going to use it for our Play-Doh as well. So this is a really good box because we use all the different resources for different things. So you use the end of your string. Can you see that the end of my string has not got a knot? Can you see? This end has, so that the pasta doesn't fall off. You need to use the end that has not got a knot. and then you put it between your fingers like this. And use your fine motor skills, you thread it through the pasta. So the first pasta I'm going to thread it through is my green one. Then you find it at the other end, and then you drop it all the way to the bottom. Can you see? I'm going to make a repeating pattern. I'm going to do green, then I'm going to put a pink one on. Let's have a look. Oh, see, this is what happens. This is why you need to practice your fine motor skills. The pink one is going on now. I have 2 pieces of pasta, and then I'm going to thread my gold one on. So I have got 3 pieces. So I have got green, pink, gold. If I'm going to make a repeating pattern, what colour needs to go on now? Green, pink, gold needs to be the same again. So green needs to go next. Green. Can you remember what comes after green to make a pattern? Green, pink, gold. Green, pink, correct, fantastic. Put my pink one on. Oops. See my pink one? And then put my gold one on. Can we count how many pieces of pasta we've got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, I could have done a repeating pattern with different colours as well. I could have just used my green and my pink, and I could have gone green, pink, green, pink. Or I could have even done it the other way around and gone pink, green, pink, green. We could have used our pink and our gold to make a pattern. Or we could have even used our green and our gold. So can you see how many different patterns you can make? And you can even make it into a very fancy pasta necklace. Can you see that? Or even maybe a pasta bracelet. Or even a pasta headband. That looks quite fancy too, doesn't it? Okay, right. Empty your pasta into your pot so you do not lose it. That's it, slide it right off your string so that your string then is empty. Okay, I'm going to pop my bits of pasta in my box. Keep all of your bits in your box, girls and boys, so they don't get muddled up with anybody else's. That is really important, okay? Also, you have got some glasses, and they have got some numbers on. Can you just see here? Right, my glasses have got the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And we are going to practice stacking these glasses. When you get really good at stacking them, I'm going to go back to the shop and see if I can get some more. And then I'm going to write the numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll have 10 glasses in our box. But for now, we thought we would start with 5, okay? So who thinks that they can stack these glasses and get them to balance? So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to put 2 on the top. 4, 5. Do you think you can stack them and balance them, boys and girls? It is a bit trickier than it looks. And you could do different patterns. You could have the pink, a blue, a pink, and then put your green and your yellow on the top, can't you? You could change the pink, put your green and your yellow at the bottom, either side of your blue, and then put your pinks on the top. And then eventually when we add more glasses, we are going to have a triangle shape, aren't we? And that would be really, really cool. And we could get it really, really high up here, couldn't we, if we get really good at balancing. Okay, so if you want to use them for something else as well, you could also use them to put some different objects in. So if you get your glass number 1, I am going to tip it the other way so your number will be upside down. Can you choose one thing out of your tub and put it in your number 1 glass so we know how many number 1 represents? Can you see this number? What's that one? It is 2. Well, I'm going to choose 2 matchsticks. 1, 2 to put in that pot. Can you see this number? We have got a number 3, yes, that's right. I've got some buttons, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 buttons. I wonder if I added my 2 and my 3 together. I'll just bring them back again. How many things have I got all together? 1, 2, count these, 3, 4, 5. So I can even add the objects in 2 of my cups together. It's a good idea. Right, let's put some in this cup. How many is that? 4. I'm going to find 4 goggly eyes. Are you ready? I can pick them out. Oh, this is tricky, isn't it? Fine motor again. 1, 2, oops, 3, oh, we can get hold of it, 4. I've got 4 goggly eyes in there now, and that is quite tricky because some of the goggly eyes are very, very tiny. So you have to really pinch your fingers together, or you might even have to try and put it on your finger and make it get stuck to it. And the last one, we have got the number 5, and I'm going to use 5 lollipop sticks. Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see how many objects each number represents. And remember that you can add 2 of the amounts in each cup together. So you could add the 1 and the 2 together. What does that make? 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. You could add the 4 and the 1 together. So we've got 4 things in there and 1 more, 4, 5. Okay, so the cups we use for stacking, and we also use for sorting our objects and seeing how many things a number represents. Okay, so put all your objects back in your box because we're going to need those for one of our other activities. So that's what our stacking cups are for. Okay, in your box as well, you will find you have got some lollipop sticks, and on your lollipop sticks, you'll find either side you have got a number, okay? So what we are going to do with our lollipop sticks, and they haven't quite come yet, we have got some very, very tiny elastic bands. They're not as big as this. Oops, they're pinging all over the place. They are about half the size. They're probably going to be about that big. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a look what number is on your stick. Can you see that's the number 1? And you're going to get that many elastic bands, and you're going to have to pull them over the top of the lollipop stick and slide that amount of elastic bands on to match that number. So if I turn my lollipop stick over, how many do I need on this side? That's right, 2. So that isn't enough, is it? I need 1 more. So I would get my really tiny elastic bands when they finally arrive, and we've got 1, 2. Fantastic. So see if you can match your tiny elastic bands to your lollipop stick numbers, okay? And they go all the way up to 10. So on this lollipop stick, I have got 3, 4, and I have got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you're really, really wanting to exercise your brain, you could even add the numbers together on your lollipop sticks, and you could count how many elastic bands you have got on your lollipop stick. So this one I would have 4 on, but they won't be as big as this, remember. And this one I would have 1 on. So how many is 4 add 1 more? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The total is 5. So you can add the numbers on your lollipop sticks together to help your mathematical development as well. Okay, let's pop our lollipop sticks aside. And you have also got, oh, sorry boys and girls, some Play-Doh. In your bags, you also should have some Play-Doh mats, okay? Some of your Play-Doh mats have got numbers, some of them have got pictures on, and you can do lots of different things with your Play-Doh to help your fine motor skills and also other parts of your development as well. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to make the letter that your name begins with. So my name begins with that sound. So I'm going to roll my Play-Doh. So get your Play-Doh, roll it together. You can roll it on the table as well. Roll it between your hands, roll it on the table. And then you are going to make your letter. You can press it flatter if you want. Stretch it. Can you stretch your Play-Doh out? And put your fingers together. Can you see? Can you squeeze your Play-Doh? Right, like that. Okay, you can even fold it if you'd like to fold it. Yeah, right, squeeze it. Right, really squeeze it like that. Okay, I am going to make the for Maya. So I'm going to pinch my Play-Doh together. Let me just see if I can bring it back a bit so you can see. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to flatten it a bit. I'm going to decorate my So you can decorate the letter out of your name It doesn't have to be the letter. It could be a M for mummy, it could be a D for daddy, be a G for grandma or granddad. It could be the letter of your brother or sister's name. You could even do a number. There's some number mats in your bags, isn't there? So you can choose what you would like to do with your Play-Doh, but this is just an idea. So then in your box you have got lots and lots of bits and bobs that you can decorate your Play-Doh with, but it also involves you pinching your fingers and practicing your pincer grip. So I'm going to put on my can you see my So I am actually going to put some pasta. I'm going to put some pasta candles in my Can you do any pasta candles in yours? What else have I got in here? I've also got some buttons, so I might just press some buttons into my Play-Doh as well. I have got some goggly eyes, so I could actually make it look like it's got eyes, couldn't I? I'm going to make it look like it's got 2 eyes on either side. You should have some matchsticks in there, so you could put some matchsticks on to make it look like it's got arms or legs or anything else. Ooh. Let's have a look. I can even give it some antennae as well. Put some more matchsticks on. Remember to grab your things using your pincer grip, okay? So mine has got some arms, although they look a little bit like whiskers. I might even give it some toes with the matchsticks as well, because that would look quite good. So my is now turning into a bit of a monster. Do you want me to turn the camera around so you can have a look? Are you ready? Can you see my So you can make the letter of your name or your brother's or sister's name or anybody else in your family, and you can decorate it with things. You could make a Play-Doh monster, a Play-Doh spider. You can have a look on your mats and get some ideas, because there's lots of nice autumn ideas that you're on your mats. There's numbers on your mats that you can create and decorate. There are lots and lots of different things. The most important thing as well is that you do not share that Play-Doh with anybody. You put it, when you finish, you roll it back into a ball, roll it onto the table, and then you put it into your box so that it doesn't dry up, and you put the lid on. So everything that is yours, you put back into your box. And as you go along, keep putting your bits back in your box. Remember not to squash these cups, because they are a bit fragile and they might break. So just go really steady. Put everything back in your box, and then you put your lid on. And you'll get your Play-Doh mats and pop them back in your bag as well. And then you put your bag back on your peg. Okay, so that is your bag with all your things in. And please, please do not share them with anybody else on this occasion. I know sharing is caring and sharing is lovely, but not in this case at the moment. Okay. Girls and boys, what we will do is we will keep adding lots of different things to your bag, and we will help you to understand how to use them as the weeks go on, okay? I hope you have lots of fun, and if you would like to make your own intervention tub at home, that would be absolutely fantastic, and you can practice some of these activities. And also there are lots more activities like this on an amazing website called the Imagination Tree. So mums and dads, if you want some more ideas, by all means go on there, because it's absolutely fab. Okay, we'll speak to you soon. Bye.